Hi, Leah.
Hello.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yay! I think it might have been the background I had on there earlier. I did like one of the little, like professional backgrounds, and I think it was just not working for the video for some reason. So
That's funny.
But like I was trying to tell you this morning, we're going to put the full version of the interviews on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
And then we're going to do snippets and probably put together small portions of each interview and like a compilation and put those probably on the TikTok or on like Facebook Reels if you're okay with that.
Yeah, totally
Okay.
fine.
So I won't take up too much of your time. Like I said, maybe like 10 minutes. I have maybe about 4 questions. It's really just to get an idea of your experience and your progress while you've been with BodyLabs. So I'd like to start, since starting with BodyLabs, what change have you noticed in your body or your biggest change that has impacted you overall?
Well, I've lost over 85 pounds in less than a year. Thank you. So everything has changed. Had to buy a whole new wardrobe. That was nice.
That's always fun. That's always welcomed.
Yes, yeah. So I said it's crazy going from like one of the largest sizes that they have down to like the smallest one, and sometimes even those are too big. So I'm like,
Oh my
nice.
God. I
Yeah.
can't wait to have that problem.
Yeah.
Well, good. Thank you. I'm glad you're having that kind of progress and that success with it. Just so we can get it for the video, what are you taking? Is it semaglutide? Is it tirzepatide?
So I started out with semaglutide, and I was on that for probably about 5 months. And then I switched to the tirzepatide and saw amazing results with that. I really preferred that one over the semaglutide. And then just recently, within the last 3 weeks, I switched over to the new retatrutide.
Oh,
So
yay.
yeah, I was excited to get my hands on that one. So
How are you doing with that one so far? Because that one's new. We just got the pharmacy grade. We're not doing any kind of research with the Retta anymore, and now it's all
yes,
pharmaceutical. So I'm excited.
So I didn't know at first, but it takes a little longer, I guess, for the Retta to build up in your system. So I was texting and I was like, I'm still feeling hungry. Like, I don't know if my dose is too low. And then it was like yesterday, I felt the effects of it finally. And it's been like almost right at 2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to feel full again and I'm not eating as much. So I'd like to lose 10 to 15 more pounds. So hopefully that'll give me that final push.
Heck yeah, with the Retta, it should for sure. Because I think that's typically for those that have like tapped out on the TERS or the kind of
Yes.
plateaued. So that Retta is definitely going to give that extra little push.
Yes.
And no time.
Yeah. Yeah.
As far as the services with BodyLabs, and we want you to be completely honest, your completely honest, unfiltered opinion. Are you satisfied with BodyLabs as far as the quality, the time frame it takes to get your medications, the customer care agents? What stood out the most to you?
I love the responsiveness. Anytime if I had an issue or a question, I could text even outside of business hours and still get a response in a reasonable amount of time. And I love that because especially starting on a medication like that, and you have no idea what to expect or going into it, you guys are very knowledgeable. And you're like, okay, well, if this is not working, let's try this. So there's so many different options that you guys offer. And that's one thing that I just really enjoyed about it.
Exactly. Well, thank you. We always try to be there at any time. I know it says, like 8 to 8 or whatever, but usually if somebody's available or somebody's on, we're just going to pop in real quick.
Yes.
There's no need to be like, no, I'll grab that tomorrow,
Yes, for sure.
Good. Okay. I think I may have just like 1 or 2 more questions. What is something, okay, so now that you've achieved a major goal, you said you've lost quite a significant amount of weight up to this point. Now that you've achieved that goal, what are some other goals that you have going forward? what's next? Do you have like a lifestyle change? Are you doing maybe like mitochondrial health, or what do you see is next going forward?
I definitely want to be able to maintain where I'm at. I know, um, like whenever you talk to people and they're like, oh, you shouldn't be on that stuff because as soon as you get off, you're going to gain it all back. But as long as you're in the right mindset and, to me, I've put in all the effort to lose the weight. I'm going to keep in that same amount of effort to keep it off. So
Exactly.
that's definitely like the biggest goal. Um, I think next I am going to try I think it's the GHKCU
Mhm.
to help with like skin and things like that. So I'm excited to try that. But
I think
those are the
Trista's
two main
been
things.
using that. Have you seen her results on that? The
Yes.
GHQ?
Yes. I
I
know.
think
That's why I'm like,
she's
oh my
been-
gosh, I want my skin to look like that.
yeah. Yeah, because I think she was doing like a test where she was only using it on one arm versus the other.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
at first, like it seemed like such a minuscule difference, but then she did another update video and you could really tell the difference in
Yes.
the circumference and everything. I was like,
Yes.
that is insane.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Overall, 1 out of 10, what would you recommend Body Labs for? Like, what's your rating?
Um, 10 plus. I couldn't be more thrilled with you guys. You've changed my life. So
Oh, thank you. We're
yes.
definitely always here to help. And even post, medications, because you
Yes.
like you said, you don't have to be on it forever. You definitely can come off of it. And they definitely don't recommend just like, dropping it cold turkey. We have regimens
Right.
and everything for that where you can wean
Yes.
yourself off and stuff like that. But
Yes.
it's definitely possible not to stay on it forever.
Yeah.
All right, Leah, do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day for this round 2
Yes.
interview.
Yeah.
And if you need anything, we are always here for you.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank
All
you so much. Have a good
right.
day.
You too.
Bye.